Caner Universe, it's Caner Tip Tuesday, and today we're looking at Sobrevivencia's concept of do nothing to win. What does that mean? But hey, fall cane immersion is right around the corner, and we're still on this topic, so we want to educate. We get a lot of questions on Sobrevivencia. This is the only place that you can learn that. But before we get into any of that, a warm welcome to all. Please go ahead and avail yourself before you forget of the free resources. The most important one is the no-cost cane clarity call. You do that by texting the letter CCC to the number on the screen, and in less than 24 hours we'll be in a conversation learning what it is that attracts you. Why are you watching this? Do you want to learn more about Sobrevivencia? Anything more importantly, the important thing is, how are you going to get trained, qualified professional instruction right where you are, anywhere in the world? That's what we do. You have free Facebook groups, including one for Sobrevivencia. Look at the description, request entry, they'll let you write in. And also, before you forget, if you're loving this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon so that you don't miss any future content. How do you win? By doing nothing. You know, in Sobrevivencia, that is a principle, it's a concept that has multiple applications. There is, from a philosophical viewpoint, the whole idea that, listen, when you see that your opponent, your enemy, is going off in a direction that he's headed for self-destruction, do nothing to get in their way. There's also, from a physical component of application, you do nothing to interrupt that individual's momentum. And then there's one that you do nothing in the way of creating physical tension in your movement. So Sobrevivencia is very much about that. And that's the one we're going to look at today. So I'm actually going to give you a drill that you can go ahead and practice. But when you look at the simplicity of the movement, and you are encouraged very early on to practice this slide and glide movement with your footwork. Look at the way that the cane is handled. It goes from here to here, keeping in mind that it originally came about where you were surrounded with multiple assailants up close, right? Because they're coming to escort you, to take you, and you're having to protect here. The other concept is that the cane in Sobrevivencia also teaches that the empty hand, just like it does in ACSD. So take a look at this. This is a very efficient way to move, and especially with the shoulders, without carrying tension. One arm down and the other one comes across. The opposite of that might be trying to move on this plane, coming up here. If I have to lift my cane here, you're going to have to use that anterior, those deltoids, to go ahead and come up here. And you'll see this a lot. It's almost like a bench press, right? That's one way to do things. But Sobrevivencia is about moving tension free. So these movements already start training you and programming you to move that way, so that then it can carry over to the application. Let me show you something here. With the hands, and we're doing this with the hands, here there's going to be tension when you're moving out here. There's also tension when you're abducting or you're doing external rotation. So if I go external rotation, that's about as far as you can go, especially if you have shoulder injuries. We get a lot of caners with shoulder injuries. SV, phenomenal for that, right? That's a whole nother topic. But now if I move here, and particularly if I shift my center here, I can move easily from down up, and you'll have this movement a lot, right? That's how we move. So let me show you. So I'm going to have Vanessa, who's coming here. I'm going to show you the application. I'm going to show you a way to drill that. But if she were coming here, my positioning and my reaction, which is, notice how I hold my hands. If she takes this, she takes the cane, it's here. There is ease, and this is tension free. It's not where I'm fighting here. There's the crossing of the arms, and then there's the movement of my feet that get me going. But my shoulders are tension free when I do that. If she were lunging in with an attack, this would be, my movement here is at an angle. It's not where I'm trying to come over here. And I always sometimes say, hey, how do you generate enough power to stop that? Well, that's not what I'm doing with the SV application. in the empty hand. It's not that I'm looking to do this or strike it with the ulna bone. That's not what I'm looking to do. So I'm looking to come here, right? And the way I can find that, and I'm drilling, is if she taps my forehead, I can go either way. I can come in here. Oh, there's the settling. That's the proper alignment. I'm going to show you why in a second. Notice where my hands are, because anything else that she follows up with, there I am, and I can go ahead and proceed forward. So it's here, and it's I didn't have to force anything up. The other thing that I can do is I can move also to the outside. And again, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to smash that arm out of there. And now I get to move in just with my center and by stepping in, using the footwork, right? Or coming out or from here or creating distance, right? But I don't have to fight that very much. So what does it start looking like? So if I'm drilling that, just take a look at this. I am facing you at 12 o'clock. And now I go to do this movement, and I do, let's assume I do this, and now I'm gonna come in and strike. It's not this. Did you get that? Notice how now I'm to the outside. If you do this and you say, well, that's gonna get you grilled because your center line is wide open. The movement is here, and then notice that from down up it comes in. That's why your slide and glide is here. Oh, did you see how that cane grew on you? And that's why we are advised from the founder to practice that nonsense drill of slide and glide. Now you're stepping in, coordinating your power and your extension come here through the midline. But your midline is protected. It's not here and then winding up and striking. So if I were gonna do this, strike, yeah, coming in, and now from here I move in, occupying that space and bringing my hips and thrusting that forward. If I don't have the cane, then it's here, just coming straight like you're coming. Yeah, I'm here, and now look at all this. It's not me coming here. Take a shot. Bang, she's gonna get there first. It's through here, go ahead and take the shot. Bang, see how I intercept and I get to move forward? It's so subtle. It's so subtle. It's here. And now the turning of the hip, but is that not what you do with your SV drilling here? Notice how it comes up through the center. That's how you protect your center. And that's how you, quote unquote, do nothing to create tension that your opponent will be able to stop. So how would you drill this? Well, you have two ways. She can extend here, she taps, you come in here. Now give me another target. Boom, that's gonna be my target so that I don't have to tap. Same thing. I can do it either way. I can even step in through here, right? Because I'm coming from here down, the walk, and then extend at an angle. But she's gonna give me the other target here. So when I come through, hold it by, I'm gonna hit here. Notice that you are going through the target as you're coming in. That's how you generate your power. You're inhaling, coordinating everything, and extending, bam, and blasting by it. That's why you don't have to be the biggest, the strongest, or the fastest. That is why SV attracts, in particular, it's for everyone, right? The younger you are, you start learning these things, the better. But it's 50 and over tends to, because we have nothing else to prove at this point. And yeah, we understand that when we're facing individuals out there, they're bigger, stronger, faster, younger these days, and they can come in multiple, right? Not just one. How do you learn more about this in particular? Outside of coming down to Miami, it's the only place in the world, I always tell you, ACSD headquarters, I have 3 openings for fall cane immersion for in-person. It's going to be a special one. If you think that this is for you, reach out, give us a call at the headquarters, 800-289-8188. But the other way you can learn this right wherever you are is we have an annual membership with all the content and a variety. There's so many topics for Sobrevivencia. And you go at your own pace. You have a private Facebook group to support it. And that annual membership, listen, for less than $1 a day, it cannot be beat. Okay, but don't just take my word for it. Read what others have to say. Again, if you have any questions, we're at 800-289-8188. Thanks for watching. Keep caning. Stay safe.